All right, so as I was in the middle of just saying, I propose that we rebel against Guido and destroy him and take his powers for our own.
Think of the worlds we can change if we had the power.
We should head towards that and then just go back to what we were doing anyway.
It'd be so dumb. We win.
We did it.
And we're moving to the next town just like we were planning.
Yep.
I'd say something, but this isn't Halloween.
You'd say what?
I'd say something about it, but this isn't Halloween.
Oh, God. I mean, he doesn't have that rule, and I haven't hosted yet.
Oh, really? Okay. No, if that's the case, that's the plot for The Last Jedi.
I didn't hear it.
If that's the case, we just described the plot to The Last Jedi.
Oh. Actually, recently I finally removed that from the controversial topic list.
Oh, okay.
It went so badly, I had to mute my entire Star Wars channel. I'm not kidding.
That's rough.
But then it died back down, and I'm like, okay, we're going to continue with the leaving this undestroyed thing. Anyways, we probably delayed Guido long enough here. Guido, punch it!
Let's go ahead and do it.
Hit it.
All right. So who remembers where we left off?
I do, because I'm terrified. I'm not kidding.
I think it was that part of any of the Lord of the Rings movies before one of the major battles where you kind of see the army coming over the hill.
Yeah, there's just this dust cloud.
Right. And you've noticed that you don't have enough people to, fight person to person. It's usually like 20 to 1 and you're not in the majority, that sort of thing.
And then it starts to rain.
Yeah, that's a given.
Just cause.
And then someone betrays you from the inside for no reason. So
third.
All right. You got to worry about Lord Humongous right now. That's his name.
Yeah.
Oh God, I just realized I should totally betray you guys. I just realized I could totally do that.
Just sell us out.
Well, no, okay. To explain what I mean by that, I have a really, really long-standing rule. It's rule 1 for me, basically. Actually, it's rule 2. And that is you're in the party. Mm-hmm. I know that sounds weird and stupid, but I have that rule for many different reasons because I've had a lot of playing experiences over the last 25 years. Mm-hmm. And so it literally never even occurs to me that I could be like, oh, I could sell out the party or I could, join the enemy because those thoughts aren't in my head. Sure. I'm in the party, right? I can't go against the party.
Well, the dumb thing is along the same lines, I played countless games and I've even played games that are playing as evil characters. Mm-hmm. And we're evil characters, but we're a party of evil characters.
Well, yeah. You can't go against the party.
Together,
that's how this works.
Yeah. Everyone together will cause misery together. We're together. That's how this works. Yeah. So
exactly. Yeah. I'm completely in that mindset. Anyway, so that's where we're at. We're about to die together because we've been trying. So he's trying to get gear. I'm trying to get people. I forget what third's trying to get. We all supplies.
I'm trying to get out of town.
Right.
God, what?
No.
That's legit.
What was I doing?
Like all three of us, basically, it was like we're all getting something to get this going. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because I was talking to the dude to get recruits, and yeah, you were getting supplies or something, some kind of weaponry, anything at all. And I think third was getting a hope and a prayer.
I'm gathering hopes and dreams. Anyone, please. I don't
remember. I really don't
recall doing anything specific aside from like fixing up some weapons and stuff.
I swear we sent you off to a third thing, like to the hunter lady, right? We sent you to the cat lady. And we were like, go to the cat lady to blah, 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 blah.
That's right. Yeah. Okay.
But why? Or was it just more gear? Like trying to get more... it was bows, wasn't
all of the above?
Yeah. It was basically just more weaponry.
Yeah.
Of the ballistic kind.
Because someone mentioned that they would actually have multiple bows up there that you could use. I think that was what led to you going after her specifically.
Yeah.
Okay, we're found. We did it, Guido. We remembered.
Yeah, somebody was going to the bower.
Yeah.
I don't remember if that was third or...
It was third. It was
okay. Okay. Who was the bower?
It was the lady face, wasn't it?
No, it's not her.
Oh. I see.
There we go. Okay. So, where do we want to pick up? Do we want to pick up with third going to the bower?
Going to the bower. Because if I recall correctly, you covered a little bit of my session. Like the three of us did our soul cyclist, and you covered me for a bit. I don't think you covered Hank. God, sorry.
That's okay. It's been a long day. I get it.
Yeah,
Hank went and met with the Catholic lady.
That's right.
The deacon.
Pastor,
and she was incredibly unhelpful. I remember that.
Yeah, basically ready to just kind of lie down and negotiate.
Yep. And so you did a thing with me. You did a thing with Hank, but I'm pretty sure you didn't cover anything with Jay.
Okay. So,
you succeed, Jay. We're failing.
I do.
This.
Let me just confirm where they are on the map here. Not that it really matters, but I want to know.
Oh, and as a slight reminder, I still have the women out scouting for us. All three of our comrades, basically. I just want that on record because I am basically always keeping an ear and an eye out for them. If they
always on.
To tell us that the doom has arrived.
So the bower is on the east side of the river, down near the south, in this little shack over here. Bundles of chicken feathers can be seen hanging inside this house, next to staves of seasoned wood and twined gut cordage. The pungent smell of glues and lacquers wafts out the doorway as you approach.
All right. Is there anyone out front, or is it pretty much closed?
There's no one out front, no.
Okay. The time is at the outset, so I'll just stride right in there.
Okay.
No time, no wait.
As you walk in the door, a elderly woman sitting inside at a table, who is conveniently working on making some arrows, turns and squints at you. Can I help you?
Yes, actually. I'm supposed to be doing a German accent. Ah, screw that.
Skip it!
Hello, my name is Jay.
Are you just see? Hold on. I hate to interrupt, but I can just see you doing literally that. Oh, crap. I was supposed to be...
Anyway.
Hello. Right. Hello, ma'am. Are you aware of what's going on outside?
Is it supposed to rain or something?
Of a type. So, you know who Big Ben is, correct?
From up in Digger Springs.
That's right. He's got a posse together. I think that's the word you use. And
that checks out.
They're attacking the town, and I'm trying to help mount a defense force. We need all the bows and arrows you can get. Stat.
Wait.
Does anybody say stat anymore?
Yes, I'm an MD. I say stat all the time.
Why do you need the bows?
Defend the town. Hurry.
From what?
Well,
from Big Ben and his posse.
But
I know he's supposed to be defenders of the town, but he's not doing that anymore, apparently. You can come out and see.
She's going to get up, and
She's blind. She can't see anything.
Grab a, I was going to say a cane, but it wouldn't be a cane per se. More of a short walking stick. So she's kind of hunched over as she grabs the stick and walks towards the door.
Okay, I'll kind of follow her out and pick up some bows and arrows on the way. Just kind of like I'm not like I'm trying to steal them, but like I'm all right. You'll realize we need these once you see what's going on outside.
Okay. So she walks to the front door, and you can see her kind of squinting, just looking across the town. She looks back at you.
It's in that direction. You see them over there? It's where that shouting's coming from.
Sonny, I'm not sure what you're trying to pull here, but
I'm trying to pull a bowstring if you'll let me.
I mean, I know my eyesight isn't as good as it used to be, but I don't see.
Look, I'll make you a deal, all right? Let me take these, and if it turns out I was lying, then you can string me up. I don't care. Where else am I going to go? All right?
Well, I'm going to need some kind of collateral. I'm not just going to let you take them.
Just knock her out, dude.
She's an old woman. Why? That's going to kill her.
And?
That doesn't benefit us all.
Look, I'm just saying.
All right, you know what? Sure. I'll shove an empty 9mm into her hand. There.
Oh my God.
That's no bullets.
Don't tell her that part.
No, that's the best part.
And we literally have no bullets for these, so.
Okay. She'll take the pistol, turn it over in her hands, and well, all right, and walk back inside, and she goes to grab two bows.
Wait, we're gonna need more than this.
She grabs a third bow.
Knock her out, dude. Just do it. They'll understand. Just don't kill her. That's the important part. You're the scientist. Be precise. Like scalpel, Just...
So I'm not going to make you do a perception check on this. I'm just going to tell you, you don't see any more bows.
Oh, okay. There's only two. All right. Well, that is what it is.
And she'll give you 2 quivers of 20 arrows each.
Better than nothing. All right. Do you have any... All right, we're going to need more than this. Do you know where I can get more weapons, more people that might be willing to fight? Because I got to tell you, the mayor's a little bit of a wet blanket.
Well, I mean, the only other place that might have any goods would be the trading post, but
your entire arsenal of weapons consists of 2 bows that you kept in here?
Well, it's not an arsenal. They're for the hunters. When we have issues that we need defense for, we've always called on Digger Springs.
Well, now you know what the penny on the other people can get you. All right, you know what? I don't have time to talk. I'll see you later.
You take the bows, right?
Yes. And the arrows.
And yeah.
And the quivers.
Now, Guido, you don't have to role play this with me, but I just realized what my character's doing.
Okay.
My character is desperately trying to find a stim pack.
That makes sense.
Because I'm at 7 health.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
That seems somewhat important.
And my character is willing to kill to get this stim pack at this point.
That just means you're a second row for this fight.
To show the level of desperation that I'm putting into this. If I find someone, he's like, hey, and I'm like, hey, I'll try to talk to him. And if I fail, I'll kill him. Any questions?
Okay, so
And again, we don't have to role play that. That's what I'm doing.
where are you thinking of looking for?
No idea. I roll gather information.
Okay.
Because I really do not know. In character and out.
That would be a no. No, it's not a no check. It's there is actually the equivalent of gather information.
Oh, there is.
For lack of a better description, yeah. I'm trying to remember what it would fall under. It's
can it be like talk? That would be great. I would be totally down with it being talk.
I think it falls under connect.
Okay, I'm with that. Wisdom, right?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I actually don't know if that's wisdom. I don't have anything listed for it.
Connect is find people who can be helpful of your purpose and get them to cooperate with you. Roll connection to make useful connections with others. Find people you know where to get illicit goods and services, and be familiar with foreign cultures and languages. Or trade, find what you need on the market and sell what you have. Nah, that wouldn't really work.
I have ask listed for trade as well.
Yeah, it's going to be connect.
And connect is...
So, considering you're trying to... You're trying to figure out where the best place to go to find or steal or kill for a stim pack.
Yeah.
Let's go with intelligence.
Okay. I have a side question. I actually meant to ask you about this 2 weeks ago and I completely spaced when we were leveling up. I have a strength of 16. Why is my modifier +1?
Because I don't
The
think
modifier
you
is
until you get 17 or 18.
Yeah.
Wow. That's awful. Okay.
Yep. So actually, I stand corrected. 14 through 17 is +1.
Damn.
You don't actually get a +2, which is the max at 18.
Jesus. Okay. That explains it. All right. So I'm rolling connect. I'm rolling craft.
Wait, what?
That
I'm going to be impressed.
2 + 1 +0 +0. Okay, that's something wrong there.
Oh, okay. You hit plus. Looks like. Wait, no, that can't be right.
Oh, I think I know
How
what
does it
happened.
do a ++0?
I think I know what happened. Hang on, let me test something here really quick. No, hang on. Test. No, it didn't do it that time. Okay,
How did
weird.
you roll a one-sided die?
Yeah, somehow if you look at those rolls for the 0, the very last set of numbers has it goes 0 + 0.
0. Yeah.
Yeah. I have no idea how that happened, but whatever.
Yep, I don't know.
I will be okay with taking my actual roll, which didn't ++0 of 9.
Yeah, it's either going to be a 3 or a 9. I'm going to split the difference and give you a 6, which is still a success.
Okay.
Man, I'm confused.
Perfect. My work here is done. Okay, so from what you know about the village, there are a couple of places that would likely have stim packs. The mayor's office might have something. The trading post might have something. The temple might have something.
Which temple? I'm sorry.
The one that you were at before.
Okay. I don't want to piss him off. I said the town hall. Yeah.
The village healer. However, you also do remember that you guys got probably her entire stock previously.
Yeah.
So the likelihood is lower, though she would likely have poultices and things like that. The other option would be to possibly ransack one of the leading families' compounds.
Okay, so here's my thinking. If it's heads, I'll go for the town hall. If it's tails, I'll go after House Whatchafigs. Which I'm sorry, I don't remember the name. It's the pacifist people who are probably going to take over as mayor.
Okay.
Politics, I just remember the name. So, tails, I'm going after House enemy of mine.
All right. So you are going towards the Cass family compound.
And I'm going to walk up and be like, hey, and then I'm just going to stab everyone there, like all of them. I'm sorry, I've been playing Assassin's Creed for 2 weeks.
I was going to ask. All right, Ezio.
It's kind of in my mindset. It's like, okay, if I rush up to them quickly enough, they don't have a chance to detect me before the kill animation starts. And while I'm in a kill animation, I can't be detected. So there's like half a second in between each action of just rushing to the next save spot.
All right, leap of faith.
Okay.
Hey. Oh.
So the Cass family compound is the large square basically all you've been able to see so far is that it is a large square, and it is probably the largest construct in this village besides the town hall.
Okay. How many guards are on display right now?
Well, so you're just walking up to the...
I am in a hurry. I am not casing this joint. I am in a hurry.
Okay. Well, I'm still going to read the description here because I think it's a good flavor. Actual stone blocks were used in constructing this rectangular compound, not the slabbed lengths of rockwood that build the rest of the town. Someone must have gone to a great expense to fashion this small fortress here on the edge of town. A square tower at the south end of the building rises 3 stories high, as tall as the church spire in the distance.
Okay.
So, you can see the street that goes up to the building. The entrance is on the south side, down here.
Okay.
And it's basically a dog running away.
Mm-hmm.
The dog's like, you're doing the wrong thing.
So
badly. We all know it's going badly. How many guards at the front, which is where I'm walking straight up to? Note that I don't ask if there's guards, just how many. I know how this works.
Yeah.
I'm actually seriously tempted to grab you guys to help me out on this, but then again, I realize that I might be killing people here, and you wouldn't be cool with that, so I'm not going to do that.
So there's 2 guards in the tower itself.
Actually, wait, I'm sorry. Will you allow me to go get Aletta?
Oh, your NPC.
Yes, before I do this.
Yes and no.
Okay, what's the no?
You're going to be approaching, and you're going to get the information of the compound. You can then decide, this is a bad idea to do alone. I'm going to go get Aletta.
Gotcha, I see it. Okay.
So she is, if I remember correctly, up at the guest cabin across from the hunt mistress's house up in the very north. If
I'm being honest, I think so, because I think that's the direction they'd be coming from. Because that's where we sent him.
Right.
So I'm going to go with yes.
Okay. So you're going to head up north to go get Aletta. Meanwhile, so Jay has acquired the bows, and you've got a couple of quivers of arrows.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing with them?
Well, I'm let's stop at the hunter's hut. Is the hunter's hut on the way back?
No, the hunter's hut is all the way to the north.
Okay.
As a quick aside, you'll remember all three of us know that we are gathering with whoever is helping defend us on the north end.
Mm-hmm.
We have like a gathering spot up there.
Right. I'm just trying to figure. Yeah, you know what? If I could just hop over there real quick, unless I see something obvious happening at the north end, because I believe I'm going to pass that main street before I get there. I'll do that.
Okay, so you're just headed north to the hunter's cabin.
Yes.
Okay. Now, before we continue, I do need to ask, because I literally don't remember. I think you guys had slept for the night, and then this is the next morning?
We only slept for about 6 hours in the temple.
Yep.
Okay.
So you came in stupid late and slept until about mid-morning.
Okay.
I do remember
That's what I thought. I just wanted to confirm. So,
yeah, we've had a middling sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're making. So Jay, you're making your way north to the huntmistress's cabin and the guest house where your NPCs are staying. Is there anything in particular you're looking for on your way there, or are you just looking out for potential danger?
Danger and honestly, if there's just anything at all we can use that might vaguely resemble a weapon or worried people or something like that.
Give me just a second here. It's oh no, you wouldn't. Okay. Nope. You don't see anything of interest.
All right.
So yeah, you'll arrive at the hunt mistress's cabin uninterrupted. You get some people looking at you strangely, kind of obviously wondering why you're carrying a couple of bows. Obviously not a hunter.
You don't know.
Yeah, they kind of do.
I guess that's true.
Look, I'm so good I can wield 2 bows. Okay. Is the hunt mistress there? I go inside. Get up!
Yeah. She would be back from her morning hunt. Yeah.
Okay.
You actually see her just outside to the south. Looks like she is preparing a couple of carcasses, skinning and gutting and preparing some meat.
Okay. So she doesn't seem at all concerned about what's going on?
No.
Okay. All right, and I'll go up and say, you don't seem at all concerned about what's going on.
She looks at her hands and the carcass that she is oh man, I just lost the word.
Tanning, skinning, preparing,
dressing. There we go. Yeah. And did you want some?
Well, yes, but that's a topic for another time. So you're not worried about Big Ben?
Why would we be worried about Big Ben?
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but he shouted a whole, speech like just 15 minutes ago or so, right?
No, him rolling. Okay, so Guido said he's totally rolling up with like the guy in Mad Max, but that didn't actually happen yet.
Yeah, we're gonna have to retcon that now.
I thought that happened last time at the very end.
No. The Mad Max scene hasn't happened yet. It's about to.
I was joking about how it would be like Humongous from Mad Max.
Oh, I thought that actually happened.
No. Okay, so now I understand why you've been okay.
Yes.
I apologize.
Third is a precog, and he can see the.
That makes sense. He knows.
Okay.
The end is coming. He's ringing a bell the whole time. He's got one of those shirts,
Okay. All right.
I'm not going to make you retcon any of what you've done.
That's fine.
But yeah, the hunt mistress is thoroughly confused by your, I'm impressed that you made it from Digger Springs to here in 15 minutes. What news does Big Ben have to share?
It's probably not going to be good news. Long story short, they ambushed us, took the stuff that was for this village, stripped off all the gear, tried to enslave us, and we barely made it back. And now, I don't think they're very happy.
Imagine we killed a bunch of their people.
It did not.
Give me a talk roll.
Okay.
Oh God.
That's definitely my strong point.
Wait. Can I sense through the interdimensional groove network that he's doing that and give him talk roll?
Here comes a one.
Hold on. Don't roll yet.
Okay.
But wait, there's more.
Lore, give me a luck save.
Okay, hang on.
I have a plan.
I succeed.
Wow.
That's like the first save I have ever succeeded at.
You walk up in approaching the guest cabin to go get Arlita, whatever her name is, at the same time that Jay is having this conversation with the hunt mistress.
And I immediately roll talk to assist him. Or just in place of him, whichever one works better. So what's your roll?
He hasn't rolled yet, so go ahead and give me a talk.
Rolled yet.
So
I could get an 11 too if I rolled 2 6s.
That is really good.
Okay. So Jay's having this conversation with the hunt mistress, and Matthias, you walk up on this, and it doesn't really matter what information you chime in with, but I'm gonna say, you're supporting his story.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for.
And somehow Jay is charismatic enough to pull it off.
I also want to say really quick, just because I don't want to step on Jay's thunder in character or out. As soon as I see that he is succeeding at this talk, I'm like, now I got to keep going, getting ready for the incoming invasion. I got to go by, and then I take Aletta, and then we just jet.
Okay. So, what is her name? I totally forgot what the hunt mistress's name was. I don't know.
She's Cat Lady, right?
She is the Cat Lady, yes.
Katinia.
No.
I'm sorry, that's caddis to me.
You're fired.
I was just waiting on that one. I'm awful.
Here we go. Oh, right, Jackie Noguera. So Jackie, she is quite enamored with your story. She believes you.
Oh.
Did she buy the licensing rights? Sorry.
Kind of ghost written.
They don't have cars anymore. There's no license plates.
Ah, damn it.
So you say Big Ben is on his way here?
Yes.
This, this is truly worrisome.
Right? Hey, someone gets it.
I'm gone.
No, you can just hear that at the edge of.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Finally.
I see you have acquired some new bows. Are you planning on using these yourself?
Probably not.
Okay.
But I do have companions who will be using them.
Okay. So I just have to respond to Jack here. Yeah, when you don't have the 2-hour wait time, it's definitely an improvement. Thank you, DMV. Anyway, okay, so you're going to share the bows with your colleagues. Okay. I will I will coordinate with the other hunters, and we'll set up some patrols and some what we can for defense in preparation. I can't promise much, but the hunters are behind you.
That's good. It's better than what the mayor and the cast family had planning, which was nothing.
It was Doc. It'll be fine.
So they basically just chose to die. Not a great decision.
So as you're saying, it's better than you said the mayor and the cast family?
Yes.
Okay. So as you're saying, it's better than the mayor and the cast family. She's going to you're familiar with the gesture, both in character and out, when someone hears something and they spit. So it's better than the mayor and the cast family.
Yep.
All right then.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So is there anyone else who might be willing to help us out here?
I'll see who I can find. I can't guarantee anyone other than the hunters, but I might be able to talk one or two others into helping out.
All right. We're meeting up at the northern end of town. That's where I'm going to be taking the bows.
So here?
Coordinates 103
Yes.
by 337.
Yeah, actually, like right over there.
So
GPS to over there.
So if you're looking at the Roll20 map, currently you are here.
Oh, it's that far north. Okay.
Yeah.
So I point over here, like right there.
So this house just to the east is that guest house that your NPCs are at.
All right. Cool.
So I'm assuming you're planning to then meet at the guest house or the hunt mistress's house.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I know I'm not there, but does Third see anyone at the guest house right now? Has anyone arrived, is what I'm asking.
So I don't know what your plans were, per se, with your NPCs. I was going to ask what they were doing, whether they were doing patrols or they were standing by, like taking shifts, sleeping, or I was going to ask what your individual plans were for each of them.
Okay. I mean, we can cover that later. I was just curious.
So if they're there, they're there. If they're not, then you just need to tell me where you would have had them.
But the relevant point is none of the recruits that have supposedly been garnered have shown up yet.
So the hunt mistress is literally just going to now run away.
If you remember, last session I talked to you, not the pastor, the guy.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
And I had him get out the word meet us in an hour at that house. Anybody who is willing to fight.
I had forgotten. Thank you for the reminder.
Okay. That's what I was asking about. I was curious if anybody had shown up yet.
Okay. That makes sense. So as the hunt mistress is going to take off running into town, approaching from town is the it's not pastor, it's the other guy, Abbott.
Yes, that's why I was stumbling over it too, like the other one,
Yeah. Abbott Williamson and the Barotko clan.
Ooh, which is 3 guys who are all married to each other.
The Barotko clan is the mutants.
Those guys. We've met them.
You did. So it's let me go ahead and read the description of the patriarch, Peter Barotko. A mutant with hoofed legs, ape-like arms knotted with muscle, and a vast love of drink. He keeps his family more or less in line with brute force, but they unite swiftly against outsiders.
I like these people already.
There are 8 young Barotko men and women willing to be extra muscle for the PCs.
Well, that's a little better.
So yeah, you have so Abbott Williamson is approaching with the entire Barotko clan, who are carrying clubs that are about as big as your characters are.
Laughably huge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm with it.
Yep.
I'm in favor of it.
So some of them have spears. A couple have bows. They are all wearing very tribal-looking hide armor.
I'm still with it.
So, Jay, as the Catwoman runs off, you see this just gaggle of the most interesting looking, bizarre conglomerations of things walking towards you that you've ever seen in your life.
And you're down with it because you're Jay.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you thought the guy that you saw at the medical hut was interesting. This is a whole clan of people that are just malformed and amazing.
How did we miss these people when we first arrived?
They tend to stay away from people.
Can't imagine why.
Yeah. So they're going to be approaching. Are you going to do anything when they approach? Hey, Nico.
I approached them immediately.
Okay.
And start petting their fur. You're so pretty. You're so pretty.
You're such a good. No, No, like I just have to just stand there and admire the pure happenstance that caused this miracle right here. And yeah, that goes on for like a good 5-10 seconds.
I'm not going to let you roll sneak or anything to try and hide your expression. You're just amazed.
Like, they may think I'm admiring, but probably for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
So cool.
it's obvious it's medically amazing. They just think you're admiring, or it's not so much rude to stare, but they're used to it.
Mm-hmm.
So Hank,
Yep.
you have left the other holy place, the church.
Yep.
After talking to Pastor Bright.
Correct.
Where are you going?
I'm seeking. So since this town is not going to have anything remotely close to weapons of a melee kind, I'm going to be looking for like a surplus of farming implementations. And when I say that, it's difficult to say that like the world would have regressed to hand tools, but if they did, would they still have scythes, sickles, thresher materials, stuff like that for processing farming harvest by hand, since this is an agrarian society?
Okay. Give me a no roll while you're at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I was just going to say intelligence too. All right. One thing that occurs to you as you're thinking about looking for the farming implements, a lot of the petrified... So, let me back up.
Yeah.
The buildings are made with what you are interpreting as the petrified stone. Petrified wood.
What was the bark of the trees, I thought, right?
It's basically the entire tree.
Oh, okay. It's not just the bark.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing is, it's the tree itself is petrified, but it's still growing.
Which shouldn't be possible.
True. But that's not what I had you roll for.
Okay.
The buildings are made from the stone that has been cut from these petrified trees.
Okay.
The cut lines on these things are amazingly straight, like unnaturally.
Oh, okay. Now I get what you're saying. I need to find the tool that's doing the cutting.
There has to be something.
Right.
Because you can't just do that with...
like a chisel or a saw for... good luck with a saw.
Unless you're a craftsman that's doing, like... I was going to say Picasso. I know that's not right. The marble carving.
I like to sculpt with a 50 cal, personally. That's kind of my thing. Takes some doing, but, once you get it dialed in, it's really good.
You just got to watch for that spall. I think that's the term. It doesn't really matter.
So, yeah.
Lightsaber.
Just fix it. You get one of those lightsabers. They got 4 or 5 of those laying around.
Yeah.
Can I get a purple one? So I would need to go probably to the market to see if I can find like an artisan shop that would be selling, or like some sort of masonry setup that would have like. Actually, okay, this is going to sound dumb. We passed a lumber yard, but are the only lumber types these trees of any kind of like building? Because I'm assuming like there's your evergreens and then your deciduous trees, and so they're not always growing next to each other, but sometimes, like here in Oregon, we do have a mix.
Right. So that's a good question. In the local area, everything is the petrified trees. However, as you were approaching from when you were coming down the mountainside, as you were approaching the town, there were different kinds of trees out in the fields and the hills and whatnot.
Okay.
It's just when you got down into, I'm going to say, the plain, where the terrain changed so drastically that you have the petrified trees and what was the other thing? The razor wire.
Yeah, it was like a BlackBerry, but it was razor wire kind of thing.
Yep,
it was like
exactly.
a wire brush kind of deal.
Yeah.
So,
seeing as how you remember that so well, I'm going to give you something else here.
Okay.
Before, when you were looking around, seeing as how you remember the lumberyard, you also remember seeing an area that looked like a workshop. You remember it had an anvil and some other tools and stuff. So there's also that building as well.
Okay. And they were both somewhat on the east side towards the river. I don't. Can I do a marker thing?
Yeah, just hold down your mouse.
No, it's too easy.
Well, actually, hold down the mouse button.
Yes, that's a better idea. It's like right about there.
Pretty much. So let me see here. Cool. The lumberyard. There we go.
And someone's gone.
Let's see.
Somebody had an icon. Icon, okay. And they moved north and then they hit warp 5.
All right. So the lumberyard itself is in this open area.
Okay.
Down here. The workshop is this larger building just to the west.
Okay. Because the marketplace was essentially here. If I remember right. Because it was a platform.
No.
Was the platform hangy place somewhere else?
Oh, no. It is. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
Because it had the monument that kind of give us an idea of like how long we've been out.
Well, so the monument is this red X right over here.
Okay. So okay.
Yeah. The market square is this cleared out area here.
All right.
So yeah, it's basically a blacksmith shop.
Okay.
That's off the market square.
All right. So I'll head for that.
Okay. So you can see as you approach, it's actually, wait, let me, which direction are you approaching from?
Well, the church is to the south, so I'm heading north from the southeast portion of town.
Okay. So
I'm walking up this street here.
All right.
I'm going that fast too.
Cool. All right. Impulse speed, got it.
Yeah. I'm in atmosphere. Okay, I gotta be at the speed limit, you
know. So as you round the corner into the open market square, the building behind you has an open wall. The side of the building is open air. It's 3 sides with that north side open face.
Okay.
Inside the enclosed area is what appears to be a scrap-built anvil, a wall full of random fragments of salvage, and several bundles of thick wireweed. You can hear the would it be a whine? I guess it'd be a whine of a solar-powered generator running.
Okay.
And there's a gentleman inside who is working on it's obvious that he's doing maintenance on some farming tools.
Okay.
And actually, you would recognize what he's using here is a handheld laser cutter to sharpen tools.
Seems surprisingly high tech for where we've been. Okay. Does it look like something that would be
noticed you?
Okay. Does it look like something that would easily go through the petrified trees per se?
No.
Okay.
No, it's too small for that.
Okay. So being respectful, I'm not gonna walk in and go, "Hey, how's it going?" while he's doing intricate work on something. I'm gonna wait until he's finished with the a pass on the sharpening.
Okay.
And then once he gets done, I'll kind of clear my throat loud enough for him to hear.
Okay. So obviously this isn't what he's doing, but just as a description of something similar. Mm-hmm. Imagine he is sharpening a chainsaw blade. So it's got the individual blades, as it goes around. Yeah. And so he's basically doing the sharpening on that, and move it a bit, sharpen, move it. So that's the kind of thing that he's doing. Obviously, it's not a chainsaw because it's not a chainsaw. But
what if it was? Yeah, okay, sure.
So that's what he's working on. It's obvious that he's going to be working on it for, well, you can assume he's going to be working on it for a while, or you can cough and interrupt. It's not something that you are going to cause. It's not so intricate that you would cause damage by interrupting.
Okay.
So
yeah, I'll go ahead and interrupt him then.
Okay. I didn't see you there. How can I help you?
So I'm looking for a specific tool or implement, something that would be useful in, say, either cutting or sculpting the petrified trees.
Why do you need that?
Well, before I tell you that, I'm also looking to maybe see if I could utilize some of your razor weed that you have.
Okay.
So I don't know if word's gotten around town at all, but we were asked to go get water filters for the water system since it's been failing.
Okay.
And we did, and we're making our way back when we were captured by Big Ben's men, taken to is it Digger Springs? Because I was switching between Digger Springs and Broke Tree. I'm currently in Broke Tree.
Yep.
Okay, so we were taken captive by Big Ben's men. We're taken to Digger Springs. They confiscated the filters and all of our stuff, and were planning on putting us to work as indentured servants in their town. And we escaped to try and get back to town here to let you guys know that we failed, and in so doing, he's chasing us and is going to be coming to town going to forcibly remove us and anybody who stands in his way. The problem is we told them that we were going to be coming back and we were going to be getting the filters, because we gave our word we were going to go get the filters, and we did, and we're not taking no for an answer, so we're going to get the filters back from Digger Springs to return them to Broke Tree.
Okay.
So Big Ben's not too keen on that, so he's going to try and show a force of power, and I was going to see if we could find a way to make him second guess that.
So you're looking for some of the wireweed?
Yeah, some of the wireweed for maybe trying to find a way to funnel them in if they're going to advance and try and overpower us. And looking for other ways to arm ourselves, and thought to myself, well, there's got to be a way for the petrified trees to be cut so expertly to be used for stonemasonry, because you can't saw that and you sure can't chisel that. So there's got to be something that does that.
Well, yeah, that'd be the big cutter, but the Cass family controls that.
I'm sorry, they own the cutter?
Yeah, it's been in their family for generations.
Okay. And they're the only ones who know the technology or can use it?
They're the only people that allow the use of the tool.
Okay. So what's your take on the Cass family? Would they be willing to help, or are they essentially unapproachable?
Help with
defending the town?
That's literally what he says.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna take that as a no.
They're they take pacifists to a new level.
Okay. So that being said, by that same token, if I were to borrow the cutter for the good of the community and its safeguarding, would they continue to be in that particular mode, or would I have to put up a fight? I'd bring it back. I don't want to keep it. I just want to defend the town with something that's useful.
I mean, if you can liberate the cutter from the Cass family, I'd be more than happy to safeguard that for you after you're done with it.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. How big is it?
That's a good question that I wasn't prepared for.
Well, I'm kind of like, yeah, I'll go get it, and it's like the size of a barn.
Size doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk back with it somehow.
Oh,
that's how that works.
So out of character, It is a huge monoblade. Basically a cutting bar. So I would take that as a scythe.
Okay, it was like a dai katana or horseman's katana. Okay.
No, I would take that as a scythe. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what he's going to describe.
All right. I think I know what you're talking about. Okay, great. So here's the thing. We're going to be meeting in the town square, and I'm doing like a quick mental math. How much time has passed before we're supposed to meet? Because we were given an hour.
Wait, you're saying the town square or up at the hunter's cabin?
Sorry, at the hunter's cabin where everybody's meeting.
Okay, just making sure I knew what you intended to say.
Yes.
Okay. I'm waiting for you to continue. Alan.
Okay, so basically I'm going to say, hey, could you meet us at appropriate amount of time at the hunter's cabin with some of this razor wire?
Yeah, I can bring you some razor wire. That's not a problem. How much you want?
Well, they're going to be coming. They're going to be coming from the east, right?
What? Say that again.
Are they? Sorry, they're coming from the north?
Yeah.
Okay. So where we came in from the north heading south, just doing quick mental measurements in my head, is there a way that we could spread that out to kind of funnel them into an area? Or is it just too much open ground?
Well, I mean, the town of Digger Springs is about 20 miles-ish to the northeast.
Mm-hmm.
there's the river that connects the two villages, but it's pretty much open ground between what you see at the north end of the map there to 100 feet or so beyond the northern edge is where the petrified forest starts. And then the petrified forest, it's basically around the village. But the petrified forest is, several hundred meters of randomly interspersed trees, which then fade into more forest, which fades into,
open ground.
Yeah.
Okay. So I probably wouldn't be able to find a way to string that into a way that would kind of funnel them in, even if I were to string it at the forest edge. Like stringing it from tree to tree kind of thing, and then kind of leaving one open space where they have to come from. That way we can kind of force them into you have to approach us from this direction. I don't care how many numbers you are, otherwise you're going to have to take some time to try and work your way through this razor wire and probably get caught up.
Here's what I'm picturing. Okay. Go ahead and give me a survival roll, actually.
Garrett. Yes. It's bad. That's all my rolls are.
I can't.
No, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I'll try something else.
Yeah, I mean, there's no there's no legitimate funnel area to place the razor wire.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's a clever idea, but neither you nor Billy, the mechanic here, can think of a way of using the razor wire in that fashion.
Okay. All right. Well,
I mean, he'll still bring you some.
Maybe somebody else somebody else have another idea that I didn't think of. I don't know the land well enough to do that. All right. Well, I guess I'll go to the Cass clan.
Okay.
And see if I can scare up a scythe.
For the sake of storytelling, is it okay if me and Attila are basically casing the joint, and then he shows up and he's like, "What are you doing here?"
So I was actually just going to come back to you and ask what you and she have been doing.
We're casing the joint. But basically, here's what I want, Guido, in game terms. Mm-hmm. I want a little bit of information on guards, patrols, and ingresses, by the time he shows up.
Okay.
Because she and I have both basically run a circle around the place casually.
Oh, so casually.
Extremely casually.
So the south end has the tower, as I described. The building itself, as I said, is made from for lack of a better way of describing it, it looks like a medieval castle. It's so well built with actual stones.
Okay.
It has a gate on the south side with a portcullis, which is currently open, and there are people in the tower who are very watchful.
That's interesting.
And when you pass by the open gate, you can see people inside who are actually... Go ahead and give me a notice roll.
Okay.
Or if there's something like tactics or something. Or
there's lead, but I don't know if that really qualifies.
There's lead?
Yeah. Work might be. I'm just throwing some
catch all.
Yeah.
Convince others. Perform. No, I guess notice is going to be the best.
Okay.
I'll give you a +1 because of your history.
Which is good.
Well done. Well done. You don't notice anything. There's people walking around.
Sure.
Jesus Christ. By the
Have a
way,
leader roll. Have a leader roll.
For the love of God.
Hang on. Notice. Where is it? Here it is. And that's wisdom based. She does not get the +1 like I do. She still rolls significantly better.
Okay. She is going to point out to you, it looks like the people that are wandering around inside are not wandering aimlessly. They appear to be more patrolling.
Oh man, I must have not noticed. Sorry, I actually passed out from blood loss a few minutes ago. So woozy. That's good to know. I'm so out of it. I feel like I'm seeing.
Let me give you the Heimlich. That'll help.
No, wait,
no.
That's not.
That's the worst.
Oh, God, stop.
Can you imagine?
You're fired.
Not good.
Sorry, I just.
Yeah, no. So, all right, that is very important information. So then Hank shows up, right?
Sure. That seems like a good time.
And I'm like, hey, Hank. And I am, by the way, this whole time my attitude has been jovial, friendly, facade, basically my usual, right?
Actually, before we go too much further here, what is Jay doing as well?
Oh, that's a good point. Because Jay is just standing there, like, admiring the mutants.
Exactly.
Yes.
Is he currently admiring them? Is he just lost in limbo?
I mean,
yes. Okay, got it.
yeah.
Short answer, yeah.
He's asking them the same question as they asked the Huntress the first time, basically. No.
How?
Why?
So let me do this. So thank you, by the way. So Hank has gone from the mechanics workshop to the cast compound. Meanwhile, the mechanic has taken the a supply of wireweed to the hunter's cabin. In dropping that off, Jay is going to obviously see that he is delivering this wire.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to interact with him, have a conversation of what is this? Why is it here?
As my sister used to say, explain.
Are you curious at all?
Like, yes, but there's other more curious things. Like, for example, how much can you lift? Can you lift like 5 clubs? 5 clubs?
6?
Well, look how the muscles are wired up differently. That's weird, but great.
I'm trying to get your character more involved than just standing there having a conversation. If that's what he would legitimately do, and you want to sit there for a few minutes and not be involved, then I don't want to force your character to do something it wouldn't do.
He's basically saying, join us at the compound infiltration. Let's just lay it out here. We're about to go attack
the party.
Hey, that looks interesting.
Hey!
Hold on, you stay right there.
Don't move an inch, please. Please.
Yes.
Actually, no, hang on. I have a suggestion for real.
Okay.
Okay, I don't have any paper. So this is me speaking as your character. I don't have any paper on me, but I'm just going to leave you with a few questions. I don't want the answers right now. I just want you to think on them. And when I get back, if you could answer this little questionnaire, it would be really helpful for me.
That's fair.
I would really enjoy this information.
Sure. He'll say something they obviously don't understand and then just leave.
Are you happy with your wash? Would you like to take a survey?
Do you like beans? Sorry, no one's gonna get that one.
Are any of you lactose intolerant?
Okay. So Billy's going to deliver the wireweed. You're going to be curious, and he's going to say, Hank just asked for this as he was headed over to the cast compound. So,
and then he should say something else like, he's probably not coming back out of there, given that place. You know what I mean?
That draws your attention to the area. You can see Hank approaching, and you can see Jonathan and his companion over there.
Getting ready to kill a lot of people.
I say, wait a minute. The only reason he goes anywhere is to kill people. I better go over there.
There you go.
What could possibly go wrong?
All right.
What's funny is I can legitimately think, or I can see Jay in character thinking, he wants to kill more people, doesn't he?
Well, it looks like he's concentrating on something. He's probably planning a murder.
All right, I'll go.
So, he has one setting.
That is not true. I have 2 settings.
Okay, 2 settings.
Stun and kill.
Talk and kill. Hi.
Okay.
This didn't
One
work.
job.
Really?
Oh, there we go. Okay, we're good.
All right. So Jay, you make your way over, and you are now.
All right, guys.
You are no longer a split party. Yay!
Yes, we did it.
Is he trying to kill someone?
It's still early.
Hey, Jay, why didn't you come over here in my arm's reach?
How many hit points do you have?
More than enough.
Okay.
No. What will actually happen is I'll see you. I'll be, hey, I'm all jovial. Hey, what's going on?
Wait, has the murder already happened?
Hey, how are things? Listen, we need to get into this conversation.
So I heard that you were. Oh,
So
I thought you were going to suggest a full frontal assault or something.
quieter than you're currently being, if you don't mind.
Oh. I thought you were going to suggest a full frontal
I
assault
like
or
the
something.
idea that in character, Jay is basically speaking full volume.
So, what are we doing?
He's just deciding to,
Oh, God.
And I'm just, my character just kind of goes,
Oh.
I mean, whether or not I whisper or say it loud, you're going to kill him anyway. So, what does it matter?
I
Fair.
assume Hank has informed me of the scythe thing at this point.
Yes.
So I'm like, all right, so I'm going to go with that tack. I'm not going to mention the healing thing. I'm going to be like, all right, look, I actually have a third plan here too, but I'm not even discussing that one out loud. It has to do with politics. We'll get there. So,
Well, that
I'm
explains why you brought Jay in.
I was going to say the long con.
well, no, in all honesty, okay, I'll go ahead and tell you out of character, but I'm not divulging this in character yet. He's thinking about basically, assuming this whole thing goes successful, of ousting the Cass family from power entirely and trying to put someone else who we are backing in power. You follow?
Oh, yeah, of course.
That's just the general long-term goal here. But anyway, so he's gonna be like, this is a heck of a place. I'm thinking we could climb, we could talk, or we can bash.
Well,
Why choose?
I mean, it's true. I could talk.
I think this sounds like the order of operation. Climb, talk, bash.
Yeah. I mean, we can make this happen. We can do this.
well, before we go too much further, here, Hank, you take this bow and quiver.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you never said that you did anything with those. So yeah, you still have those.
Yeah.
I don't suppose these are your style.
I mean, I understand how the concept works. It's just I'm not.
Okay. So I got a bit. I've never even used one of these before. So.
All right. It's been a few years. But yeah, I think I could still do this.
Okay.
And when I was a kid, I took archery. Not archery practice. Archery VR practice.
Archery VR practice. Well, you know what? That's better than me. Here, you take the other one.
I'm sorry, that was a joke. My character does not know how to use a bow and arrow. And he's not going to use it.
Oh. Okay.
He looks at it and he gives it. He's just here. No, you're the ranged guy. I'm the melee guy.
I'm the
Well, let's
ranged
be
guy.
honest. You know how to use the arrows, just not with the bow. You could still use the arrows.
You know what? I'll take an arrow. Just
there
one
you go.
There you go. All right.
And I'm gonna like snap it.
No.
And no. And then I'm gonna put it through here like this. All right, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I expect bleeding damage.
It's that whole hidden blade thing.
Every time. Yep. It's just assassinating it up. I told you we're climbing too, right? Like you got out of that.
Why is there constantly an eagle circling us?
Ignore that. It's nothing. It's nothing.
Hey, this arrow over here is better quality.
This
all
is
right.
not the bird you're looking for.
Of course, yes.
So climbing, okay. So say you get inside. What's the plan after that?
That would be either Taki or Bashi.
Okay. What are you going to talk to them about?
Well, here's the thing, and I'm going to go and can we go somewhere away from the compound to have this conversation really quick? Like just
Look over inside, and the Cass family's just looking out the gate.
Yeah,
out.
Hold on. Right with you. Hold on. Anyway, so when
BRB.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna be like, so Aletta had an observation, and I assume that the GM let me have a brain after she pointed out to me and notice it myself. Because I actually need to roll, and I need to do a roll here. I need to judge something, and I don't know what this roll would be. No is what I'm thinking. So you said they look like they're on patrol. You also said they look like they're on alert. Now, my first knee-jerk reaction is bull crap, because this is a town of pacifist nothings. You know, there's nothing to be on alert from, per se, other than just random forest critters, right? So there's one of two possibilities here. Either these people are putting on a good show and are actually pathetic, which is something I would know a great deal about, since that's kind of my job and literally my specialization. Or these people are legitimately actually good at, staying on alert and whatnot, which implies that these people are hit regularly, probably by other people in town, which would help the political angle, but not the immediate angle.
Makes a certain sort of sense.
I think
we notice roll.
Okay.
So I get a notice roll.
Bonus for this one because past experience.
Yes, I'm going to give you a +1.
Awesome. I probably need it. I do. I definitely needed that. Jesus Christ. There's a 1 in there. What is with me and rolling 1s? Why? Why do I roll 1s? I don't even understand. Anyways.
Let me ask this.
Okay.
Are you describing anything about what you're trying to look for?
Oh, absolutely. Like,
Okay.
Remember, Aletta mentioned this to me, so I'm saying this out loud to both of them as well while doing this. Part of why I wanted to not be immediately next to the gate while we discuss this.
See the problem, but okay.
Oh.
So she doesn't help at all.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, should I try as well then?
Yeah, it couldn't hurt.
I mean, sure.
Don't you worry.
Just want to see what this is. No, there you go.
That's actually. I like the idea that I have failed 2 notice rolls in a row. I like the idea that I'm patrolling here and I'm just like there's blood in my eyes or whatever, and then I like that Hank walks up, glances, and is like, oh yeah, it's obviously that. Like it's just such an automatic thing.
Before I say anything, was Jay going to roll as well?
Sure. Oops. Don't want to select strength here.
Holy crap. And then Jay just casually walks
right at it.
He's like, look, it's right there. Look, that piece of that rock is actually out of place. That's where we'll be able to ingress.
Oh, a secret machine gun cache. Here we go.
Oh, he's got eagle vision. He's the one of the party who has eagle vision.
Here's what I'm picturing. Hank, you're a little... You're not quite understanding what it is that Jonathan's trying to explain what he's looking for.
Oh, sorry. I realized I rolled the wrong skill.
Oh, yeah. You rolled a no, not a notice.
Oh, well. It's actually I noticed this one higher.
So it's actually 10. He got a 10.
Oh, no, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So yeah, Hank, you're not quite understanding what it is that he's trying to describe. Meanwhile, Jay, you look over and you're reminded of these old, like, military movies that you used to watch in your free time.
Rambo.
And how the people that are patrolling have this air of professionalism that the, like, mercenaries from the movies used to have.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's the only thing that really strikes you, but it's definitely something that strikes you as odd when you look at these people who, for all intents and purposes, should be like super pacifists.
Do I think that they're acting like this, or that they actually are trying to, or they actually are professionals?
It looks like they are putting on an air of innocence.
Okay.
Translation: they're actually professionals.
All right.
This is the mafia. This is the mafia.
So I'll say, so
To kill the mafia.
again, why did the cast as pacifists have actual professional guards?
Hang on. Do you share this with me?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
My character is actually going to put his hand in his hand and just try to hold back laughter for like a solid minute, because he realizes that this is the mafia, and he finds that very funny.
Yummy yogurt butter.
Ooh.
And like, I'm just.
Laura said hi, by the way.
I said,
I see.
You appreciate what? She appreciates your sense of humor.
oh my god, she sends me the weirdest stuff.
The weirdest
weird.
stuff.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, I'm. You guys can talk for a minute. I'm literally trying not to laugh as I realize what's going on,
Okay.
or think what's going on here.
So I probably come to a similar, but not exactly the same conclusion. It's like, this is some sort of racket here. They have to put down MIDI uprisings. I don't know. Anyway, well, it's going to be a little more difficult if they actually have professionals in there.
Well, that also means I'm sorry. I'm still laughing. Never mind.
Okay.
So
I thought we were supposed to be quiet.
yeah, really.
Was that Hank?
So they're walking a pattern. You could see the pattern. Is it like an actual like military pattern, or is it a like Metal Gear Solid, the AI's barely there pattern? Like you could actually see the vision cone.
That's a good question.
Roll for it.
Yeah, really.
Roll their notice.
Hey, Steve,
Oh,
whose
hi
footprints are these?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
So this is more it's not so much that they're walking in a pattern, but they're walking in a patrol.
Okay.
So it's definitely not a cone of vision. They're, how to word this so it makes sense. They're meandering in a way to cover the most ground without making it look like they are actually being as attentive as they probably are.
Okay.
Okay, but
That was a really complex way of wording that.
No, but I get what you're saying. So they're basically they're not at high alert, but they're still vigilant without looking vigilant.
That's a good way to word it.
Okay. Neat.
I have since stopped laughing, and I'm going to pause for a minute and say, you guys realize they're probably in on Big Ben's thing, right?
Chances are good.
Which means that we need, and I'm just going to pause for a moment, we need to do something about them basically now. Otherwise, we're going to be fighting two fronts.
Okay.
Well,
And there's no enthusiasm in his voice when he says this, because this is just, oh, God.
Okay, so I guess let's see it. There's two choices. Number one, see how good we really are with the bow and arrow. Or two, leave town.
Actually, I'm going to turn to Jay, and I said, Jay, with your elven eyes, did you happen to see...
There it is.
I say that in character, by the way. Did you happen to see what they're armed with your 10?
I don't know.
Because I didn't see Jack, because I'm blind, apparently.
Well, Jack's the one on the left.
Oh, my God. They have name tags, too?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, my God.
This is hello, I am professional guard number one.
People.
The only thing that you're seeing, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, the only thing that you're seeing is a couple of them have what appear to be walking sticks.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't call them like quarterstaffs, but they're large-ish sticks that they're using to not so much, support them as they're walking. It's not a cane, but it's basically a, if they're 6 feet tall, it's a 5 foot tall, stick that they're using to walk.
The irony is, if we still had all our gear from Big Ben, I would feel a lot better about storming this place.
Right.
They look like sheep herders.
That's a good definition.
Are there any gaps in the patrol?
Do any of us have a good sneak? I'm basically asking that in character, but mine is a -1, so that should tell you.
Mine's 0.
I have a lucky sneak based on past experiences.
That's true. That is
Sure.
So I don't know if that counts for anything.
So, okay, speaking in character here for a second, I'm thinking our best option is to try basically all of the above. I mean, okay, hang on. Before I just assume, we need to democracy this. Are we trying this, or are we bailing?
Are we going to set this place on fire? So...
Because I agree with Jay, those are our options. This is just turned into a fight on two fronts, and that means our chances just got a lot worse than they already were. This is the moment we need to decide if we're just leaving town.
So we don't really have the time to... We don't really have the time to wait to try and find a way to sneak in to get the scythe.
No, we don't.
We also can't storm the place because they're probably too heavily armed, all told.
They could also have additional weapons inside.
They could also have people inside. Oh, and while we're on the subject, the odds of getting the rest of the town, the people who, the lovely... What's the clan? I'm sorry.
The one that you're infiltrating?
No, that's Cass. I mean, the clan of mutants.
Oh, Baratko.
The odds of getting the Baratko people to help us with this are much lower than the Baratko helping us with Ben. So...
I'm going to be honest, I'd rather either succeed or go down fighting than die out in the wilderness after escaping.
Okay, hear me out. I'm going to be insane for a second.
Okay, let's do this.
As an option, we could basically let them spring the trap on us. So we go ahead... We walk away from this right now. And we go hit the front. Ben shows up. We start fighting him, and assuming I am correct, because this is still an assumption, and these Cass mafia thugs come and start hitting our back, we now have visual demonstrable evidence of them fighting fellow townspeople. Right?
Okay.
then gives us basically we're fighting two enemies, but our numbers have similarly increased, if you follow me. Because
Okay.
now we'll have their support in actually fighting both sides.
I guess I kind of think that anyone who's probably on our side is already helping us, and anyone who would not care about that, they're not going to be swayed anyway.
Is there a way to do a roll on in like judging this?
Oh, so what do you mean?
Like, okay, basically, what I'm thinking is the equivalent of an intuit roll. Like, okay, what's my feel on the people I've interacted with or the people he's interacted with? It would probably be Jay Jay doing it because he's the one who's really talked to these people and met these people. So it would be like, is he right, basically? Like, is he a judge of character, sense motive equivalent?
Okay. But I'm not understanding sense motive on what part of what
Basically,
aspect?
just trying to get a sense of if the current residents did see, like the Cass family fighting townspeople, that sort of stuff, would they be swayed to fight against them, or would they just not care?
Yeah. In other words, would my idea have any merit is really what this boils down to.
Okay.
And I know that could be an impossible to judge thing. I understand that. It's just I'm flailing in the dark at this point.
So from what you guys have seen so far, if the townspeople were to witness the Cass family inflicting violence on the townspeople would turn on them and probably just become a violent mob, because the townspeople are all pacifists themselves.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Although the niggle in this plan for me, and I'll go ahead and mention that even though this actually hurts my plan, but honesty and all that, is if these people are this regular with this many professional people, it means they're used to dealing with some crap, which means they might already have townspeople militarily under their thumb, if you follow.
One thing I do want to mention, and I'm not even going to make you roll on this, now that you have noticed that...
I mean, Jay noticed.
Well, so Jay noticing, bringing to your attention.
Yeah.
So now that you see that there is a group in this compound who has that military mercenary air about them, you haven't seen anything like that in anyone else in town.
Yeah, I get the feeling that if they're in on it, they're not of the skill that these people are presenting. But here's the thing. I think that plan has way too much risk. Even if it works, we still get caught in the middle of something anyway.
That is true.
So the Cass family can be defeated. We may just die.
A quick question, Guido.
Yeah.
Terrain-wise, is there a bottleneck here that doesn't have Overwatch on it in their walls? Because I get the impression their walls are not the most well-built things in the world. I mean, yeah, they're stone, whoop-de-doo, right? I bet there's not even mortar in there.
So the bottle that you've only seen the one the one way in and out, and that's the main gate through the portcullis.
That sounds like a hell of a bottleneck to me.
You have not, in your investigation, wandering around, you haven't seen any other entrances or exits.
Okay. Okay. So, which one of you feels like climbing? Or it could be me. I mean, that's valid.
Is that
too.
an exert roll?
I was gonna say I have exert +1.
Yeah, it would be exert.
Okay, because I have exert 1 as well.
So
What's Jay's exert?
Well, it's that times -1.
Whoa, that's not how.
Yeah, no, it's not great.
Got it. So one of us, Hank, should take top side, is what I'm thinking. And the other 2 should, and 3 actually, because Aletta's here with us, should take bottom side. Oh, yeah. By the way, I turned to Aletta and I say, by the way, obviously we're here for a couple specific things. Don't worry, I haven't forgot our deal. You will totally get a choice of loot. Okay. I just assure her of that really quick.
she's going to not so much turn to you because she has been, focused on the conversation as it's been going on, but she will look to you, and I was starting to wonder.
Yeah, sorry, I should have addressed that earlier. I've been so focused on how the after is something that's not really been in my mind. We need 2 things. The rest is yours as far as I'm concerned.
You can see her eyebrows raise.
Okay, maybe not all the rest, but you'll get a decent chunk. I take care of my people. Don't worry. And that's truth, by the way. I want that to be known to the GM. It is my interest in taking. That's the type of leadership style that Matthias has. He takes care of his people.
Yeah. She is actually going to, at this point, turn to Jay and Hank, and should my sisters be involved?
Absolutely.
I don't see why not.
But why not?
We need at least 1 eye on the north, bare minimum. So we could take either one sister back, or we could leave it off to your wonderful cloven friends, if you think they're up for it. I don't know what their eyesight is. Did they answer your question there? You asked about eyesight, right?
I did, and
I thought that was on the survey.
It was.
Yeah. Like I that was kind of the survey before the survey to see if they're qualified to take the survey.
Perfect.
And I did select one who says, I see real good.
Real good.
It's real good.
I think that was his name. I see real good.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
No, that's actually yeah, those are 3 of their names. There's icy, there's real, and there's good.
GUD.
Right. I'm going to pause and say, Aletta, do me a favor. Get your sisters. Ask I'm sorry, I don't remember how to pronounce it. Clan. Keep an eye on the north, please. Go.
Yeah.
Hurry. We are in a hurry at this point, officially.
Okay. She'll take off at a run. She'll go get the other 2.
Run casually.
Run casually.
How do you even do that?
You I think you're jogging.
Oh,
Like
okay.
the arms are really close, like joggers do, and it's just really super inefficient. So it looks like you're just kind of doing a thing, but really your legs are really far.
Okay.
I don't remember why. I've actually
Not optimal at all.
No, it's terrible to do it. I've done it in my life, and I'm trying to remember why I was doing it. There was like a specific reason. I was trying not to look like I was in a hurry.
To say self-hatred.
There you go. You're trying to run casually.
Yeah, I was. I just don't remember why. Anyways. So yeah, I'm thinking at least 1 up, others in. I don't have a plan here. I've so little information and so little time to scope that honestly I'm thinking we should basically just go if we're doing this at all. We have some numbers. We have people who have decent health. I am not one of those people.
No, I mean,
for once, I will not be on the front lines because I might actually die.
Yeah, that's not a winner.
In fact,
well, you refuse the bow, so
no. Hang on. Idea. So the 3 sisters and you basically as their rear guard with the bow, right? That's hitting the gate. Hank and I go up.
Okay.
He forms Overwatch. I try to basically take out anything that is up top. I'm the there's a term for that. The roaming, dealing with new problems as they develop.
Skirmisher.
Skirmisher isn't quite right, but there's a term for that militarily. I just can't think of it. Response team, kind of. I'll be the response guy.
Okay.
And then we...
So what I'm going to need, Lore...
Oh, Jesus. Here we go. I'm ready.
I'm going to need Matthias to go over to the bar and get a whole bunch of beer. And that way you can be the drunk recon team.
Perfect. I'm ready.
We're gonna do it. We gotta do it right.
Yep.
Sorry, I just had to do a callback to the thing I do on Friday.
I hate to do the initial strike. That's bad politically. That's bad in terms of PR,
Yes.
But I just don't think we have time to provoke them. Unless you want to try that, Jay, because that's going to be your team, basically, you and the three sisters. Do you think you could provoke them into hitting you?
Probably.
What is your talk, out of curiosity?
-1.
-1. Can I inspire him with a lead roll?
Well, what I could do is I could actually use administrate. And then they definitely want to hit me.
Then they will stab you over.
Right to that.
Actually, Guido, can I basically pull like a little bit of a Hail Mary here?
How so?
Well, I have administrate +2. It's actually one of my best skills. Can I roll this to see if there's anything about this plan that I, the player, am missing? That the GM has thought of, basically. Because I am, in real life, very, very tired. I keep closing my eyes here because they're burning and everything. So I might be missing some.
Well,
first, you're an idiot, Moore. I don't know what you're doing with this. God, all you had to do was hit someone.
You had one job. Wait.
So I'm just going to come out and say this. This is not the approach that I would have taken. I'm not saying you can't take it or you shouldn't. I'm just saying it's not what I would have done. Give me a
hang on, I think I have a +3.
Connect. Give me
connect. Yeah,
give me a roll.
I'm sorry. What stat is connect?
So this is going to be wisdom.
Okay. Doesn't matter. Me. That is literally a 1 and also a 1.
Wow.
That is actually a double 1. Now hang on. Is this related to negotiation or diplomacy by chance? Because I can reroll runs on rolls related to negotiation and diplomacy.
Diplomacy. I will give you diplomacy. Yes.
So I'm just going to reroll the whole thing because those are both 1s. Jesus Christ, if this is also a 2. Okay, that's barely better.
Right. No. You take the 2.
I'll just take the 2. It's fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Oh, God. Why?
Looks like you're having trouble connecting there.
No,
see, the
if
problem
you take the 2, this is the best plan ever. I'm just going to come out and say that.
Oh, sweet. Guys, this plan cannot fail. I am really...
There is no flaw at all.
And I inspire you so much just from how certain I am.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This is a certain... We've got this, guys. No, okay.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and give you a +1 on this because otherwise you're going to fail.
Woo! I appreciate it.
I'm going to be vague, but I'm going to give you this.
Uh-huh.
So all of your plans so far have focused on the attack and the violent instigation of confrontation.
Yep. That is
that was a terrible way of wording that, but you know where I'm going with that.
I do.
Confrontation. Nothing you have said so far starts with diplomacy.
That is also true. It's because it's secretly because I hate them. I just want them to die so badly that
I understand that.
it's why would I diplomatize when I could just shoot them? I don't have a gun or a bow.
Yeah, that may have something to do with it.
It's just it could work out. Maybe
It could be the best plan ever.
Okay, so speaking honestly, I will be completely blunt. It has occurred to me to try to diplomatize Big Ben, and every time I have thought around that, I basically flat rejected the idea because I can't think of any way to diplomatize that doesn't basically involve surrendering in some fashion or another, capitulating effectively.
Hold on. Before you continue with that train of thought, you're talking about diplomacy with Big Ben.
Yeah,
I was referring to diplomacy with the Cass family.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that's where this was going.
I'm sorry. I mean, my original plan, which has been tossed out the window 3 times at this point.
4 plans back.
Yeah, 4 plans back, exactly.
Okay.
Was actually to walk up and talk, and then if things went badly, to attack. I have basically since assumed that attacking was the only way to work through this.
Well, I mean, it is, but
Although, actually, that's...
do we want to lead with that?
We could lead with talking, because... See, there's one very, very big problem with me leading with talking. I have 7 health.
Okay.
Wouldn't that make the talking more attractive?
No, because I have to be in front to be doing the. All right. Okay, I do have an idea. Here's the broad strokes. We try talking. It fails.
Right.
We kill them. You with me?
Right. Okay.
Now, what I want to do is I want to use my incredible charisma, which I have like 3 skills at +2 and a per day ability, so I can do whatever to make this happen.
Okay.
To try and make, I want witnesses, Guido. I want people to observe the discussion I'm about to have with the front gate guards. Make sense?
Okay.
Thus, I want it to be clear that if we lead into a confrontation, they attack us, and thus we will have witnesses confirming this fact. That's my
Okay.
Spray your mouth with chrome paint.
Again.
Witness me. No.
What a day! What a lovely day.
One thing I do want to mention.
Start raising connect. You keep making me roll it. Yeah, go ahead.
As a warrior.
Is it? Oh, me.
Yeah. Your ability to you can choose to negate a successful attack roll against you.
I can.
Or turn a missed attack roll you made into a successful hit. Is once per scene.
That's true. I keep thinking of that as a per day, and I should be aware
It is
of that.
per scene. You are in a new scene.
Yeah, I'm probably going to save that for defensive now that I am aware of it. Thank you for bringing that to my attention.
Yeah. But
yeah, so that's my general plan. Otherwise, it doesn't really change. Hank up, up, 3, back up, go. And we deal with it from there because they've got more guys than us. But I have a very strange feeling that they're in less practice than us. But they're also still probably better equipped than us. So this is probably going to be a roughly equal confrontation.
Maybe. Kind of depends on if they realize that or not.
So that's my thoughts, guys.
Well, I'm up for trying to talk it out first. I mean,
yeah.
Oh, and I suppose
sorry,
go ahead.
You are the one who talks, so it's kind of up to you.
I am the one who knocks? No,
I'm the one who waits.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one.
Yeah, that was my first thought, especially given that my character and
So we're gonna sell them crystal meth?
As an aside, no.
Okay.
As an aside, no. What we're gonna do is we're gonna grind up chunks of rock so it's like white powder and sell them rock, and call it crystal meth, and they will sniff rock.
Perfect.
Plan B, and again, I'll freely admit this is influenced by Assassin's Creed, but in Assassin's Creed from Brotherhood onwards, there's a mechanic where if you just start wrecking face, the others bail. Now, I know we've got the morale thing, and the rolls are terrible on that because everyone has the morale of a god, but the backup upon backup plan is basically, we don't want to kill all of them. Where I'm going with that.
Well, I mean, we only have to hope that they'll stop fighting eventually. I mean, these people probably will. They're a little bit different than
the psychopaths like we hired who are right next to us while we're having this conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't say that out loud, by the way.
I did.
I'm dead dancing around this conversation because they're right there.
Look, they got Tuscan. They know it.
Yeah.
You call them psychopaths, they look at each other. Yeah, that fits.
That fits, yeah.
I mean, these are brutal, combat-ready people. I mean, they know what's up.
So what do you guys think? Like, I don't want to move forward with this without both of your consent. This is basically a full democracy.
Here's all right. I'm up for talking if you can tell me what you're going to say to them first.
I have no idea.
Okay, see there?
I really don't. I mean, my general thoughts are, no, I know what I'm going to say. I know exactly how I'm going to approach it. And that's part of why I need the crowd. I'm going to walk up, I'm going to say, Big Ben is coming to take this town. And that's where I'm going to start. That's going to be my angle, right? And someone just linked something in chat. Who is this?
Oh.
Yeah. No, I expect the plan B is going to occur that way.
That's exactly what's going to happen. I lost my train of thought. That's a good one. When did you link that?
What?
When did you link that?
Just a few minutes ago.
Oh, okay. I actually just watched that episode a few weeks ago, too, so that's kind of fresh for me. It's okay, Counselor. It didn't hit any vital systems.
For those who are in chat, it was the Star Trek The Next Generation when Counselor Troy is shooting a bow and arrow and ends up hitting Data on the holodeck.
It's actually not. It's the episode Cupid.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not the holodeck? Okay, well.
No, it's a Q,
Oh, okay. But anyway.
So, all right. So that's going to be my angle. They're
right, so you're going to say that and then improvise.
Yes, that's really where I'm coming at it from this. If you have any suggestions, I'm listening.
Well, are you going to lie?
I turn to you. Hang on. Can I roll for this? I'm going to roll here. I turn with my 10 talk and I say, I love your hair, by the way. And I say, I never lie.
Oh, thank you.
Now, roll against me to see if you believe me.
Go ahead and do a mental save.
Okay.
Mental save. Come on. He's going to make that. See?
Wow.
But it takes him a minute. He's like,
oh.
But I know you do. You've done it before.
That's how good I am. I never lie. And my name is Elvis. Now, if you'll excuse me. So, Hank, what do you think?
But you're not in a building. You can't leave.
It's true.
So
I just want to know what to expect. I mean, if you walk up there and be like, hey, guess what? Big Ben's coming to take the town, and we're with him. Surrender now. Then, I don't want to be like, gasp.
That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. We could go up there and act as if we're with Ben and see how they react. That could tell us a lot.
I just do that because I thought it was kind of crazy, but I guess if it works.
I thought that was insane.
The conversation. So,
but no, because see, here's the thing: if they are like, "Oh, good," or "Oh, it's about time," or "Oh, is it that time already," or something like that, if they're in with Big Ben, that's
Wait,
hang on.
I'll turn to Miho. Is that believable, or would that be a no-go?
You're asking her if the Cass family would believe that you guys are with Big Ben.
Yeah.
I mean, considering we actually have 3 people who were employed by Big Ben as recently as yesterday in the party here. I mean, I don't know how good they are at remembering faces, but it's something that should help.
She's going to respond saying, if that was to
No.
Short answer, nah.
if one of us was to go up to them and say we're with Big Ben, it would be more believable than one of you going up and saying you're with Big Ben. That said, I don't recall anyone in Digger Springs saying that Big Ben was in league with anyone here in Broke Tree, per se.
I mean, So that's a once and done kind of a thing, too. Like,
Yeah.
we can make that attempt once, and then it's over, and then we have to immediately improvise if it fails. I'm good at improvising. Oh, by the way, Guido, and this is just my impression of this, so you can feel free to just to fling that to. But if I was the GM, I would say that these 3 women's continued employment with us is fully dependent on how this goes down, because they might be thinking we're full of hot air if this does not go down well. Just my thoughts on that.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they turn on us in the middle of this, that's actually what I'm expecting to happen. In character, too, by the way. Not that it means anything, but I turn to the other 2. Hey, these 3 are going to kill us. No, I don't.
You've already promised them better payment than they had before.
That's true.
So
if we can't follow through on that,
if you can't follow through on that, then they're going to start questioning your ability to provide a better employment.
Yep.
That's just a given. It's not even an out-of-game knowledge. That's just a given.
Just a straight up, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Hank, I'm sorry. Jay and I have been talking about this a lot. What are your thoughts, Hank?
So I think we lead with discussion and diplomacy, see where that takes us. We can always default back to stabby. I would say that we try and play off Alita as a, backup representative of Big Ben, and whether or not they're grouped with Big Ben or not, we can still try and swing we can still just tell them the truth, like, hey, Big Ben's coming to try and take this town. We need support, and see what they say. If they don't support, we can always either provoke them to have them attack us and have that look bad, or B, if they join us, we have that, or we can try and flesh out who they're working for if it's not Big Ben. So we're getting intel nonetheless.
Real quick, Guido, you've played Dragon Age Origins, right?
Yes.
Is this a Barrow? You can just tell me, because I think I got it. Is this a Balin versus Harriman situation?
Where there's no good answer?
Basically, because I just had the really strong impression that we're being set up, not you know what I mean, so that if we get these people to help us save the town, we'll win, and then the Cass family, who's already the mafia and awful, will suddenly have all this wave of public support to rule on high as Sultan for the next however many years. Or we could not have their support and have the town get crushed.
Okay. This is not the oh crap, I just lost the Star Trek
Kobayashi Maru?
Kobayashi Maru. It is not a Kobayashi Maru.
What if it
Well, that's
was?
a total no-win scenario.
So there is a right choice in Dragon Age. Just a second.
Hey now.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah, it's
Balin's the right choice.
Dab everybody.
Yes. But no, my point is that I just suddenly very strongly felt like we're being pushed into a position to increase the power of the Cass family, and it's just, God damn it. Okay. Anyways, so I can tell by your best posture you're not going to answer me. So,
the answer I'm giving you is it is not a Kobayashi Maru.
Well, that is good. That is legitimately good to hear.
I'd most definitely say maybe.
I would imagine being you being you, I imagine if this really was a true Kobayashi Maru, you, the GM, would be like, guys, this isn't happening.
Yeah.
In fact, to be blunt, you've done that before when we tried to fix the reactor.
Yeah.
Hey, we fixed it.
That's true. We did fix it for certain definitions of the word fix.
It's true-ish.
Yeah.
All right, I agree, but I want to know your guys' thoughts on the idea, on basically what the player, just said in character. Like, I'm going to share my worries about that in character, about pushing the Cass family into prominence, and what you guys think about that. I've actually
the immediacy of Big Ben's approach. I think pushing the Cass family into prominence might be a shorter term issue that we can take care of later if we live through this.
That's true. I could have full health after this.
Yeah, then we can double. I mean, once we put out that fire, we can then stomp out this fire as well, if necessary.
What do you think, Jay? Jay.
I agree with Hank.
Jay, wake up, Jay! Stop thinking about the.
Wait, can you not hear me?
No, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. All right. I have a backup plan. I'm just going to share it really briefly out of character. If we take out Big Ben, Digger Springs needs a new leader, so we can do something with that.
Right.
Could be us. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Something will work.
No, I don't know.
We can own a small farming community.
We could.
Hooray.
And then we could use it to rule on high as Sultan. Now, I walk up and talk to them.
An option.
I'm not going to drag the crowd yet, but I'm walking up to talk with them.
Okay, so when you say drag the crowd, there's not really...
I'm not doing that yet.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
The reason why I started with that is the compound itself is on the edge of town.
No, I can see, but there's a road right there.
There is, but there's not a lot of people in the area. It's not highly populated. So if you're talking about drawing a crowd to witness something, you'll want to basically find a way to get more people there, because currently there's only maybe 5 people in the immediate area that are not involved in the compound itself.
I got it. We just get everybody from the hunting lodge that we're going to be meeting up with and bringing them back here.
It's not a bad
We'll have our crowd and use that.
I'm with it. Do it. In fact, as a thought, why don't I? Well, no. Yeah, no. Just go do that. I'll stay here.
Okay.
Completely by myself.
Wait, what?
It's okay. I'm not planning anything. I swear.
Like, wait a minute.
Hang on. Let me roll to convince you of this fact. So, anyways, I'm cool.
God. Okay. I'll be right back.
It's cool, guys. I mean, there's no problems here, right?
I'm not even going to roll mental saves.
It's cool.
Those box cars with a bonus. No, why bother?
Okay.
Yep, I'm going to go watch and go gather everybody because I'm fully on board with this plan. Hooray! What could possibly go wrong?
This is the best plan ever.
I mean, what did I actually roll? There was a 6 involved in that. That can actually be 2 higher than it is. 15 is my current cap on a roll.
Wow. All right. No, you got me. Cannot argue with the dice.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Well, the funny thing is I really don't have anything planned. I'm just messing.
I take off then.
All right, so you're going to go get the Baratko clan and anyone else that has gathered to the north as your, I'll say, army to defend against Big Ben.
Right.
Okay. So you're going to bring them back.
We're gonna have no eyes on the north, which is the downside of this game. But whatever, we got this. We got this.
All right. So once the, I'm just going to say army, just for lack of a better definition.
Yeah.
Once the army returns, then your plan is to go in and diplomatize.
Yep. And if diplomacy fails, then we murderize.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and cut us off there.
I figured you would. Yeah, because it's getting a little late.
Yep. And I know Cadiz and I have had a super long day.
I have two, admittedly.
No.
What?
What? The...
I know something's up.
I was going to say, what did
They
you
just
notice
rolled the
at
sign of the
that
beast.
level?
Oh, God.
Look at that
If
bonus.
There's a 1 in there. He rolled a
Somehow
1.
look through time.
Everything is going according to plan.
Clearly.
Now listen, you're going to do what I say, okay?
Yeah. Whoa.
This is what I call the Palpatine roll.
Yeah.
I'm not the Sith Lord. What are you talking about?
Good.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
It didn't work.
I was going to say, it's over 9,000.
Is it over 9,000?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me.
It's only 3,000 by the way.
Yeah.
9.
Mm-hmm.
That's mutant math right there. How
Whoa.
much is? How much is 9? More than 9,000.
Wait. Let me think about that for a minute.
Why do you think it's that? Well, it was written over 9,000.
It's true. It says it right there. I can't lie.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's going to.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and sign off here. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for another exciting episode of Other Dust. We'll be back.
Afraid of doing stuff. Sorry.
We'll be back in 2 weeks for another episode. So I hope you tune in. If anyone has any questions or anything, I'm going to leave us live for another minute or two. But
Question number 1. Why is that the guy who plays Matthias so insane? He keeps coming up with this weird plans to get everyone killed. God, what's wrong with him? Meth.
It's called chaotic method.
Chaotic meth. Yes.
Chaotic meth. Oh.
That's why they call it that.
You want some sea meth?
Oh,
What?
Sea meth.
What the, I'm sorry, what is sea meth?
Chaotic meth.
Oh. I was thinking from the ocean. Or
Yeah.
rather.
It's
salty.
it's locally sourced, conflict-free, chaotic meth.
conflict.
It's like an indie.
Yeah.
Or not indie, what do you call it? What's the term for that? You go to the grocery store and there's carrots and then there's organic
Yeah.
meth.
Organic.
Organic meth.
In the drugstore or whatever, wherever you buy meth.
Sure.
Only the purest meth.
Oh.
Conflict-free organic meth.
Locally sourced.
Locally, yeah,
there we
locally
go.
sourced.
Mhm.
And it's also like
Fair trade.
what's
Oh,
that-
yeah.
oh, what's that thing? Pepperidge Farm. That's it.
Yeah.
Except
I
it's-
remember.
Remember when meth was built nearby with people from the neighborhood? Pepperidge Farm remembers.
All right.
That's part of waking up.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and cut us off here. So
I'm sorry.
thanks again, everyone, for joining us. We'll see you in 2 weeks.